In this video, I'm going to be talking about if Bending the Ink Machine is a good game. As we all know, it's a game set around the 1930s, maybe a little bit after. I'm a little bit confused on that. And you play as a person called Henry Stein, going back to the studio after 30 years, going to see what happened there, because Joey has something to show him. People call the game a walking simulator. I can see that, because there's a lot of walking in the game. For a lot of games. Of course, every indie horror game has a lot of hallways and walking. So that's expected for a lot of games. Now, there's one thing I want to bring up. Does it have good story writing? Yes, I would say it has a good story. That's why there's so many theories and good stuff about it. And a lot of game creators, after a theorist gets too close, they usually change it. Not all people do that. Scott Cawthon did it. You can search it up. It's true. Bendy has brought a lot of stuff to the internet, even though Bendy is kind of just a certain game of its own. A lot of kids love it, and that's why music creators, JT Music, DA Games, they make music about it. The music songs, I used to listen to those. They're pretty good. I'm not lying. They're really good. They're awesome. Anyways, yeah. Now, is the game scary? I would say it's probably like a 6 out of 10 in fright, because the most fright I'll get out of it is not jump scares. It's actually getting chased around, and I'm like, no, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. And slight panic and everything like that. But no real jump scares in that game really scare me. The only jump scares in a game that scared me was really Resident Evil, or spooked me, or made me jump. And if you just see a thing walking around a corner, it really spooks you. But in Bendy, the thing that really makes my heart drop is whenever I hear the heart thud of Bendy and I see the ink coming around the corner, and I know I can't make noise. I gotta like sneak out of there, and I might die because he will get to you if you run. As a personal opinion, do I like the game? Yes, I like it. I think it's a good game. It's awesome. It's amazing. Everything about it I like. It's like the art style is so amazing. The story, the characters, a lot of it is just honestly amazing. Bendy and Ink Machine, or BATIM, as some people would call it, has brought a lot of stuff to the internet and made a lot of fame and fandom and good stuff. It's awesome. It's basically up in the stars, kinda. I don't know what I'm talking about by that. Ignore that. We know the game is on mobile, which is weird, which I guess that's fine for people who have mobile phones, and then PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and all the other stuff, Nintendo Switch too. So that's a pretty good amount of platforms that earn money if the game gets very popular, which it did. So they're probably rich right now. I'm not sure. I'll have to search up net worth. I don't know if it's completely accurate, because you know Google doesn't really tell you the truth. It's like, I'll tell you. It may not be true though. Now I'm going to talk about all the bad stuff about it and why it might not be a good game. There are various bugs in the game, as in other stuff. I could list multiple reasons, but it's kind of hard to. I believe that this doesn't really count to the game, but with the same problem with Poppy Playtime, they had really expensive merch, which is weird. Which I see that from games. They put up prices because people like their game. They're like, oh, but I want this, but I'll just get it. Screw it, I'm getting it. I'm spending my money on it. It's like $20 plushie or something. And I think they had high prices at one point of the time, but then they lowered it. I'm not sure. Gonna get a fact check. There was also a point in time where they had to fire like 50 other employees for something. I'm not sure why. I forgot the reason, but you could search it up after this video though. It's also taken them so long to release Bendy and the Dark Revival. It's crazy. After years of waiting for Bendy and the Dark Revival to come out and its suspected release dates, fans are kind of like, well, probably not going to release. You're probably just lying to get us hyped, which could be true. So our conclusion, is Bendy a good game? Yes. I would rate it an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. Due to the other stuff out of it, and then the rest, which is the good stuff, gives it the 8.5. What puts it down is what I explained just a few seconds ago. It's hard to recalibrate because I only have my mind the good stuff, really, because I love the game. Also, please consider subscribing. It actually really helps a lot. I mean, it can get me closer to the goal of 20 currently, because that's actually my goal. If you can check my description, that's actually what my goal is, 20 subscribers. So it's an 8.5 out of 10, which is a good game. That's honestly good. If I would rate Security Breach, which that's in another video, or I probably won't make it a video about Security Breach because there's been like thousands of videos about it, if it's good or not. And yeah, all that stuff. So that's today's topic. Anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, please like, And as I said earlier ago, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.